trees to me.
No, where's video?
Where is? 12 inches of footprint. Hello. Grass here, is that where the tear off the loom?
The measurements would take it up through our seaweed. So this is a hill fort, which is nearby, near Badbury.
All right.
But
This is very interesting.
this is Bridgecombe Farm, so
Yeah.
for all of you who want to listen. In
I'm
39,
listening.
you're not listening,
I
well
am.
that's
I
where you
am.
are. In 1939, Roy, and of course he's called Roy England, he's an Australian with a marked Australian accent, is outside Bridgecombe Farm taking photographs. And the vale is fairly flat, and it was used for stockpiling tanks, and there are also 3 airfields. So the farmer was very worried about this and called the policeman from Uffington, who comes out and was not persuaded by Roy's, you don't value your heritage and I'm trying to preserve it for you, and asked his name, and it's Roy England running. And since I'm more the houses in the Vale, I think you gentlemen can probably tell me far more about this than I can tell you. Except it's going up to Paddington. Come on.
Yes.
So what we're looking at here, passing from our left, which is the east, so out from Paddington. So this is actually starting out from Reading, and this is the down the locomotive will run round the train, and it will work back up the line towards London and Reading again. So to orientate you, the line across the middle of the scene is that which goes down to Swindon on to South Wales, Bristol, and the line in the foreground goes to Oxford, which makes our junction station a very poor imitation.
From Grove to
But
Wantage.
it isn't an imitation of the clock, because what we have here is a composite scene, as I'm sure Diane's mentioned to you already, of buildings which are authentic in as much detail as we can put in to those in the Vale of White Ross in the 1930s, whereas the track and the scenery is just typical, so a representation of the railways through the Vale, although all the trains are as gay fire burning, not as one young visitor asked us probably 25 years ago now, how is the fireman there to put the fire out?
Possibly.
See, we no longer have an intuitive understanding of how the steam engine works. Well, coming in the opposite direction, we've got a local down goods, which is working down the line to Swindon. So a good contrast there of a long distance freight and a short distance freight. The coal trains, of course, would work across probably late in the evening and through the night. If anybody wants to count them, they're welcome. There are, I am told, over 80 wagons in the train.
What he was saying, two coal trains that came over from South Wales, of course they had
But yes.
Is this for long goods?
Yeah.
That's always good to get children to count them. You might get lots of different.
I was going to say,
My grandson counted them. He said, "No, Grandad, there's only 50," and he was arguing. And Grandad said, "There are not." And when he looked, half of it was.
No. So as I say, china clay under tarpaulins. If you look closely, you'll see there's a young boy with a sailor suit on. It's a family, we suspect, who are on holiday. They've caught the train from one of the intermediate stations on the branch, and they're going to Exeter for the day's shopping as a special treat. Maybe it's the boy's birthday, and he's dressed up for the occasion, and he's going to buy his birthday present.
Concerned about public reaction to the age of some of the engines. Sea walls at Norwich.